Hassan Joseph ending that report by Kurt Barling. Well, the trial has been taking place at Woolwich Crown Court, and in its shadow, only half a mile away, is a mosque that's one of the centres for the Somali community in London. Well, with two of the men convicted today from Somalia, I've been finding out what the community make of the trial. Prayers at Woolwich Mosque are always busy, and around half the worshippers here are of Somali origin, the same as two of the men found guilty. There were members of the Somali community who didn't want to appear on camera, but some did tell me privately that they had some sympathy for the men who carried out the actions on the 21st of July. They said as Muslims they had an obligation to believe those men when they said they didn't mean to kill or hurt anybody. Some said that they shouldn't have faced trial on terrorism, they should have faced lesser charges. But there were other people here of other communities who attend Woolwich Mosque who had much stronger views.
I don't see any justice in this country, especially with the Western government, because we see, especially they're always terrorizing Muslims, isn't it? Around the world we see Palestine, Afghanistan, Kashmir, all these problems were created by West.
But there was CCTV footage of them on the underground with the bags trying to explode them, so it's quite strong evidence.
It's not hard for British government to make such a thing, you know. So CIA or Scotland Yard, you know, cases like that, it's very easy for them to make.
I don't think particularly it's been fair, you know, it's been one-handed. The public is obviously showing only the negative side of these people. You know, there was no real coordination, there's no real explosives.
But community leaders I spoke to were more understanding of the judicial process and believe there are lessons to be learned from today's outcome.
Within the community we have good and bad people, and this is always there with all communities, and all that is going to, the message is going to send to the wider community in Greenwich is that well, we have some elements which we need to be aware of.
Well, those elements are undoubtedly few and far between, and that's a point a Somali leader was keen to get across.
There aren't, you know, many Somalis who are criminals or maybe big criminals who are doing, you know, bad things.
The Somali community in Woolwich are keen to distance themselves from those found guilty, but their concerns as to whether a fair trial has taken place are being echoed by a number of other Muslims, both in the area and beyond.